Hi Pisces, welcome to your month ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you. What are your actions and interactions with the world at large saying for you this month of June 2019? This month you get the Star card, right? So you are all about finding the right people to work with. So why do I say that? Your actions and your interactions with the world at large is what you do. The Star card is Aquarius, so it talks about your tribe, it talks about people that you work with, it talks about people that you align with, people that are on your wavelength. The other thing about the Star card, it's about hope, it's about optimism, it's about joy. And this sees you really wanting to have those experiences in your life. So it sees you saying, you know what, I'm going to do something about aligning myself to the things that I want and ultimately finding people that are going to help me get there. The other thing about the Star card as well is it represents the process of seeing. It's almost like a glimpse into the future. It gives you a glimpse at how your life could be if you take a specific path. And the fact that you're taking a specific path with your actions and your interactions, this means that you've got an idea of where you want to go already. You're just now starting to build the path between where you are and where it is that you want to be. And you're saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to make this happen. The first card out always sets the tone for the month, and you could do a lot worse than the Star card. It's a beautiful card. It really sets you up with a great energy, and it also keeps things light-hearted, fun and free. So let's have a look, see at your money and your materials. You got the Queen of Cups, right? Great card, because the Queen of Cups is, as a person, she would be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Mind blank, right? And she is a nurturer, she's a nourisher. So what this basically tells me is that your money and materials this month are going through the process of being nurtured and nourished, but by you. This is about, we've seen this for you before, a very similar motif once this year already, where you were taking more responsibility for yourself, where you were nurturing and nourishing yourself. This month you're investing in yourself, right? This is where you're in, because you've got the Star card here, which is a hope, a glimpse into the future. Then you've got the Queen of Cups. This is about an idea that you've already got, that you're kind of like putting together, and you're like, yeah, I can see how this can go. And then you're going to sort of literally walk forward with it, which is absolutely brilliant. It also suggests as well, because it falls next to the Star card, there's somebody that you're going to meet in the process of doing what you do, or launching what you launch, that's going to facilitate your growth, and this person will very likely be a water sign female. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is somebody that really has a good sense of they've got good ideas, they've got really are able to give really good metaphors, all of that sort of stuff, which is nice. Like the Queen of Cups is a good card for money because it suggests that you'll find the inner resources that you need in order to make more money. So your communications with the world at large, you've got the Two of Swords. So you're communicating very well this month, but you're not communicating very deeply. So I'll say this to you, Pisces. You really need to be, and I'm not saying that you're not, I'm not saying that you won't be, I'm saying that it's almost like, because the Two of Swords, it sees her guarding her heart, right? So there's something that she's intuiting, but there's also something that she doesn't necessarily want to speak on. Swords represent communication, intellect, academics, professional life. Two of Swords is making a decision, right? But it's about utilizing the power of your intellect to do so. And the Two of Swords in your communication sector says that you are talking about things, you're being open with things, but you're not quite going as deep as you really could. There's something that you're holding back because it's coming from a place of fear of judgment, right? There's something about what it is that you know you need to speak on that you're kind of like, oh, you know what, I don't really want people to see me in a specific way or to see me in a certain light. Well, I can tell you with the star card there, whatever you talk about this month and whoever you talk about it with can absolutely be trusted. So whatever it is that you need to talk about, whatever it is that you need to get out, go for it. It can do anything but serve you well to divulge how you really feel. All right. So let's have a look at your personal relationships. Ooh. You got the Three of Swords, right? It's not an easy card, okay? The Three of Swords, interestingly enough, we've got some progression here. So for those of you that are single, if you are seeing somebody or there's somebody that you've been seeing, this kind of suggests that it's not going to go any further. For the rest of you, for those of you that are partnered, the Three of Swords can be a separation. It can see that there may well be unforeseen issues in your relationship. And it could also say there's something that you learn about your partner that kind of gets you a bit in the heart space and makes you think like, oh, actually, you know what, that's a bit sore. Doesn't necessarily mean your relationship's going to come crashing down. Why do I say that? Usually I would say yes, it does. Why do I say that? So what you're learning, the Two of Swords, some form of communication that hurts your heart in your partnership or in your relationship, right? But because the star cards set the tone for the whole month, it suggests that you might be able to talk it out. It suggests that if you're prepared and willing to do the work and speak up about how you really feel, and that's on both sides of the fence, right? Actually, you can move forward in a really good way. But it is going to be a challenge. It looks like work. There's nothing here that says it's going to be easy peasy and breezy. All right. This is a general reading. It won't count for every single one of you, and I'm okay with that, right? But there are a select few of you, those of you who this resonates with will know who I'm speaking to, that suggests there is something about your relationship that either needs to evolve or it will come to an end, right? And there can't be any plainer or fairer about the whole thing than that. First card out for the first week of the month, you've got the Death card. There is some kind of transition and shift coming here for you, right, with the Star card. Now, the Death card also represents the sign of Scorpio, so it talks about your truest desires. And this is really good because if you can divulge what your truest desires are to the people that you care about or people that have your best interests at heart, you have a much better chance of achieving them, right? Of realizing your dreams and your goals in your life. The other thing with the Death card as well is it does bring a completion or an ending. It brings a transition or a transformation of some sort. And the Queen of Cups is very likely to be a Scorpio. So the second week of the month, you got the Hierophant card. This is Taurus, right? It's got that Taurian strong energy. So your finances look really nice. In fact, if you can do the emotional work, there's something that gets you to a real state of realignment and recalibration when it comes to finances. And this looks really nice. There's something here where you're re-establishing your finances. And also there's something really nice going on with your home here. Which looks good. Like if you're looking to move, then you could find the place that you're willing to go to, but equally it could be about the finances coming in to support the move that you want to make. Third week of the month, you've got the Hermit card, right? So I mean, this card can represent intuition and going within to ask yourself. Then you've got the Hermit card, which always represents a withdrawal from the world or from the people in some way, to go within yourself to ask yourself what you need to know at the moment and how is your how is it best for you to proceed. So a really interesting card and a very interesting month. Then you've got the Lovers, right, with the fourth week of the month. So I stand by what I said. It's not going to be 100% plain sailing. There is work for you to do here, right, on your relationship, on the way that you come together, on the things that you talk about, but through honesty, through openness and through trust, and through true honesty and true openness and true trust, you can come to a really good place with your partner. And actually, you have the opportunity to alleviate this break, but only if you do the work. That is what is required of you. But the Lovers is great, and it also sees you making a decision, sees you making a choice about your relationship. So, you know, that's a really good place to be. And then finally, you have your key to the month. What is your key to the month? Your key to the month is the 8 of Pentacles, right? So I said it would be work, but the good thing about this